The stamp never stuck right in winter. I'd press it down with my thumb at the kitchen table before the sun was up, then walk the letter down myself to the blue box at the end of Mill Road, rather than trust it to the box on our porch. I had been writing my younger brother Dale on the first Sunday of every month for 11 years, and in 11 years he had not once written back. We had not spoken since our father's funeral, where words were said over the casket that should never be said anywhere. Dale walked out of the church and out of my life, and the silence hardened into something that felt permanent. But I kept writing, small things mostly, that the maples had turned, that his nephew had made the baseball team, that I was sorry again, the way I was sorry in every letter. I never knew if he read them. I pictured them stacked unopened on some counter or thrown straight in the trash. And some months, that picture made my hand stop over the page. There was a winter I nearly quit. My wife found me at the table with a blank sheet and the pen uncapped and nothing coming. "What's the use?" I told her. "He'll never answer. I'm an old man writing into a hole in the ground." She didn't argue. She went to the shelf and brought down our father's Bible, the one with the cracked spine, and opened it to a place he had underlined himself, the ink gone brown with age. She set it in front of me and laid her finger on the line. "And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not." It was Galatians, the 6th chapter, the 9th verse. I had watched our father read those words 100 times and never once heard them. In due season, not in my season, not on the schedule I kept demanding of God with every unanswered envelope. The good I was doing was not wasted just because I could not see the harvest of it. The reaping was promised. The fainting was the only real danger. I had been measuring my faithfulness by whether Dale wrote back, when faithfulness was never mine to measure that way at all. So I kept writing. The 12th year, the 13th. I stopped asking the letters to come back to me changed and just sent them out, like seed thrown on ground I would never see. I wrote about our father, the things he did right, the way he'd whistle while he mended the fence. I told Dale I forgave him for the funeral, and that I needed his forgiveness too. And I meant it, cleaner than I had at the start, because the years had worn the demand out of me and left only the love. The letter came on an ordinary Thursday in the 14th year. I knew his hand the second I saw the envelope in the box, shaky now, older, but his. Inside was a single page. He wrote that he had kept every letter, 14 years of them, in a shoebox under his bed, read and reread on his worst nights. He wrote that he had been too ashamed to answer, that answering meant facing what he'd said, and that my letters were the only thing that had kept the door from closing for good. He was sick now, he said. Would I come? I drove 400 miles the next morning. I sat by his bed and we were two gray-headed men holding hands like boys. And we said the things at last that should have been said over our father's casket. He died that autumn, and I was there, and there was peace in the room. I think now of all the years I called those letters wasted. They were the harvest growing in the dark where I couldn't watch it. I had wanted to reap in my own season, by my own clock, and God had been faithful in His. I learned that doing good is not made foolish by silence, that love sent out is never truly lost, and that the Lord keeps every seed we are too weary to believe in until the due season, when at last it comes up.